Hi there, Andrew here from the Reach Company. This is the first in a series of videos where we're going to create tutorials using your website so that you feel confident when you're using it. In this tutorial, we're going to look at the dashboard and we're going to give an overview of all these items on the side as well as a few of these up top, and then we'll jump over to the front end so you can see the top bar there as well and know your way around. So when you log in, this is the first thing you see. There will be a number of boxes here. The first one is this welcome area, and there's a number of quick links that you guys can use. Over here, this will be the Google Analytics box, and so once we move the site live, we'll add this right here, and this will be the statistics for your website, writing your dashboard, and then below here we have forms. So any of the forms that you have, any of the entries, you can quickly access them by the form name, see how many unread entries you have and the total number of entries. So let's go ahead and jump over to sermons. When you click on the sermons, it pulls up a list of all the sermons we have on the website so far. And to add new, you can click right here. There will be another tutorial that deals specifically with managing your sermons, adding new sermons, adding a series or a speaker. Next, we have staff. This pulls up a list of all the staff. Right now, I'll just have Pastor Josh, Pastor Kyle in here, and we'll have another tutorial that deals with how to add a new staff member and give them a campus, a department, etc. And one thing I like to do is I like to get rid of stuff down here that I don't really need to see. And so what I can do is click on this little screen options tab. I don't need to see the date that I added a staff member, and I can just click apply. And you'll see why that's important when I click on events here in a moment. So when I click events, it pulls up a list of all the events that are in the system. And you can see like it's hard to see some of this stuff because there's a lot going on here. So you want to get rid of some of the things that you really don't need to see. I'm doing this for TJ, but if this is your first time logging in and you see all this stuff, here's how you get rid of it. Again, it's screen options. I don't need to see I don't need to see an author. I don't need to see tags since we're not using them. You may not want to use departments, and I definitely don't need comments, and I don't really need to see the end date. And you can see that that's a lot cleaner than it was just a moment ago. And I'm going to click apply. Next, we have post. Presently, we're not really using post on the website, but in the future, if we have the need to add blog posts of some kind, then this is where you would add them. Images pulls up a list of all the images on the website, and you'll be using probably using the page builder more to add images, but when you add an image using the page builder, it shows up here on the back end in this media library. Forms. These are the forms that the website has currently. Here's where you come to change around the forms, add new forms. You probably won't normally come here to view the entries, as those will be emailed automatically to the appropriate person. There will be another video on creating a new form and managing your forms. Pages brings up a list of all the pages on the website. And there will be another video on adding a new page, managing these pages, as well as using the page builder on the front end. Menus brings up a list of the menus that we're using on the website. Currently, we just have a few. Shouldn't really be too much need for changing these or messing with them, but there will also be a video on managing menus. Users brings up a list of the current users on the site right now, just TJ. And adding a new user is pretty self-explanatory. We have two roles for Hosanna City Church. We have the staff and then the site admin. Staff has a few less privileges than site admin does. If we pull up SEO, we see just the basic SEO settings. I will go through all these before I hand the site over. Probably you won't even have to touch these, but they're here. Like if you need to change the social media settings and you want to change the default picture that people see when a link or something is shared, you'd change it right here. But for the most part, this will all be taken care of. And then the Google Analytics is something that we'll set up for you guys before you get going, but I like to leave it here as well for you to see. Up here at the top, We have a few links. We have the visit site link, and that'll take us to the front end. We'll click that in a moment. We have new, and here's where we can quickly make a new post image page, event, user, form. And then we have a little events drop down where we can view the calendar, add event, edit events. A little redundant from here, I guess, but you know. So let's click on this and go to the front end of the website. And you can see it added a few more options up here at the top. The first is this right here. If you click on this, it just does the opposite. It'll take you to the dashboard. Same here, adding new things. If I click on edit page, this just takes me to the back end for that page. And your first time in here, you're going to see a little pop-up box right here. Don't worry about it with pages because we use the page builder to do our to build out all the pages. And of course, there will be another tutorial on going through this back end and creating a new page, setting the appropriate things. It's super simple. Let's get out of there and go back to the home page. Events, much the same. This display theme hooks will probably be gone by the time you guys get here. And when we click on Page Builder, it brings up the Page Builder interface. And you'll get a little box saying, this is your first time here. Would you like to take a tour? I'm going to click No Thanks. And from here, this is what the Page Builder will look like when you're in it. And of course, there will be another video on using the Page Builder to change around content. So we're just going to publish whatever changes and go back to the dashboard. And that is an overview of the dashboard. I'll see you in the next video.